Hello everybody, welcome to the 5 Minutes PM podcast. Today I'd like to discuss how we can keep informed the core team or the main stakeholders about the deliverables of our projects. I received this question many times saying, oh look, I did a Microsoft project scheduling with 700 tasks, 500 tasks, and how do I report this? Should I print 500 lines and to explain it's too complex? And I really agree, it's really complex to have this kind of information if you want to display as a communication tool. So let me explain how do I organize the information related to deadlines in my project. The first thing, I decompose my project using the WBS technique into deliverables. It's very, very important. So let's suppose that my project is building a house. I have the roof, I have the walls, I have hydraulical systems. So I create these groups. And for each group, I create at least one milestone. Maybe I create more than one. But for example, painting concluded, roof installed. So I try to put this, remembering that all the milestones have 0 duration. And then what I do, let's suppose that you are using Microsoft Project to do that. So immediately when you put the duration 0, Microsoft Project will recognize that it's a milestone. So Microsoft has a lot of custom fields called flags. Flags is a yes or no field. So I use some of these fields based on the group of stakeholders. For example, I put project board in one flag. The second one, I create a second column, suppliers or a specific supplier, core team, organization in general, for example, to communicate to the remaining part of the organization. And for every single milestone, I put a yes or no. If I put a yes means I want that milestone be displayed in a communication when I talk about the deadlines. No, it's because that milestone is not relevant for that group of stakeholders. So for example, when I have a project of 1,000 tasks, for example, usually I have 50, 60 milestones to control the project. And then I say, oh, look, for that kind of supplier, I should use 10 milestones. For that other one, it's more relevant the other 10. So I put this yes or no. So it's very simple. I just filter and I put the milestone with the baseline date and the forecast. So with that, it's very, very simple and easy for me to track on that topic what is going on the project and keep better informed my stakeholder. Another thing I do, and I want just to explore, I will not cover on this podcast, I'm planning to record other podcasts to talk about it. It's about the MTA or milestone trend analysis. It's a chart like a triangle where you track your milestones over time. It's a very, very good tool. I use it all the time and it's very good because in a visual format you can track and understand better what is about your project, if it's going fine or not. But all the reason I do that is to make sure that I'm compiling the right information to the right people. And to do that, there is nothing better than the milestones. There is nothing better. For example, even if you are using critical chain, for example, you show the buffer and some critical milestones in the middle. So it's a very powerful and simple tool to keep your stakeholders informed. I hope you like this tip or this advice and see you next week with another 5 Minutes PM podcast.